explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Falcons.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Ito Smith. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
We got 4. We got 4. 31's the mic. Hey, exit. 31's the mic. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. 51, down. Out here.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 2nd and 9 now. Open man is Howard, the tight end. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of fourth down, first down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because third down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Falcons' 36-yard line.
What you got? Hey, Echo. What you got, Navy? Give me some. Give me some.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Watch out. Check.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Slam. Kill. Check. Let him go.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Smith. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Hey. 4 down. 31's the mic. I got him. 31's the mic. Watch the screen. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They run from the pistol with Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Smith. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Edwards. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check safety, check safety. Watch the edge.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Bullock's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack was by Isaiah Oliver from his cornerback position.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Let's go.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Check 9, check 9. Check, 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 check. Mike, check, check. Let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
I'm coming after you. Hey, South. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Cut. 45. Mike 45. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan, and finding the tight end Hooper. That one good for 26 and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Switch.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. A first down carry for Smith. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On second down, here's Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll toss it to Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
X3, 218, chop
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught. It's Parker. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
30 days.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Smith. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Ryan to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Check, 59. Watch your slap. Watch your slap. Watch your slap.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Squeeze.
2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down.
What has not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And down he'll go at the 25. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Out.
Now it's Smith running right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They keep it with Smith on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And this one's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
39. Watch screen, 51.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll run it again with Smith. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll run on first down. It's Smith, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play action, Ryan. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. And Bullock will put this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's caught by Mike Evans. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Falcons grab it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th.
Ready, blue 80. Blue 80.
Check 45, come on. I know he ain't got it. He's checking.
On 1st down, it's Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
No chance.
Gun.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. Looking end zone for Jones. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A give to Smith out of the gun. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this one is right down the middle. And that will make this a 9-point lead. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. So that one will get them halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Falcons on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. Check it back. Check it back.
They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Check 99. Check 99.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready, flag 25.
Check 45, somebody. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 31. Check 31.
Gun. Hey, South.
45, Mike. 45. Check that out.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And able to work his way down to the 16. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's brought down. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. it's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Ryan leading the Falcons up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. 3rd and long now after the sack. And we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
On the run, it's Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it 1 more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
25. Squeeze, double.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Caught by Jones. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 22-yard line. And when these two are clicking, Ryan and Jones, and we've seen multiple hookups here in this one, usually their offense is clicking, and that's why they're winning.
Yeah, they tend to follow what those two do. They set the tone for either a good day or maybe a tougher day. And right now, we're seeing an excellent game because those two are finding each other. Doesn't matter where on the field, they're making plays.
59, ready, blue 80.
Let's go, pick it up, D. Tighten up.
Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Check. Let's go.
They'll run with Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Atlanta, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they'll sink now to 0-4.